washing. I took off a load of washing. I put on some in the dryer. I did the whole business and everything. I was absolutely delighted with myself. I got down on my hands and knees and clipped the dog's arses so nothing would stick. I thought I was a great fella. I was ironing for 4 hours. And myself comes in. The place was spick and span. I'm standing back like this. What do you think? What do you think? You know what she says to me? You didn't bring in the milk. Or do you notice when you come home knackered, absolutely knackered, you've been at a hard day's work, you've worked all day long and your head is full of all sorts of nonsense, you come into the house and she says, did you see what I did with the outside? Did you see what I bought? Do you like the new mat in the stairs? That's fucking crazy, hey? If she'd have took a stuffed Chinaman hanging from the ceiling with a fucking bulb hanging out of his arse, I wouldn't even have noticed. So I decided to get my own back. I came back in a couple of weeks later and I walked in and before she could say a word I said, oh, did you see that great contract I closed? What about the way I handled that HR issue? Or the way I got all my staff to turn all their desks around in a circle so that I would see who was working and who was on Facebook. And I stood back and I said, what did she say now? You know what she said? Did you walk in without taking in the milk? I was in the garage one day, walking away. This is for you, kid. Doing man work. Proper man work. I was building children's shelves. Wee shelves for kids. No, not shelves with kids on. Don't be ridiculous, they'd fall off. We've big steel hooks for that. I was building these children's shelves. And these boys here are very, very slow. Where are these boys from? They're laughing at the bit earlier about that. I was building these beautiful shelves, I was full of myself, I was so proud of my handcraft and everything about it. And I looked back and I was looking. The next thing the wife comes in, and she said what only women can say, that paint will never dry. And that'll not be finished on time. I was thinking, on time for what? Do they have children's shelves in the score competition now? And then she says, the children will climb on that and fall off. And then the next thing she says, is that splinters? Can I see splinters? There's splinters there. Well, my head, I tell you, I just went crazy. And my head exploded. Like the good old days. And there's a big explosion back in Belfast. Sorry. Like a balloon at a children's party. And I had to get out of there, right? I ran out of the garage door, my garage, where the man work is done. I went up to the garden, I flew the whole way up to the back of the garden, I'm at the top of the garden, I'm hiding in behind the shed, and here I'm in behind the shed. Now, I just have to break very quickly and tell you that I have dogs, I have 4 dogs, and they love me. These dogs really love me. They don't ever mention milk or any of that shit. These dogs just absolutely love me. Right? I'm hiding behind the shed thinking this is great, and she found me straight away. The fucking dogs are pointers. There's the 3 of them outside. The baldy whore's in behind the shed. Up she comes as quick as lightning. She comes in behind the shed. She's just about to say to me, what the hell are you doing in here? And she goes, oh my God, it's very messy in here. There's a lot of dust in here. And she says, is that an empty milk carton? Jesus, would you give me a break? But about the dogs being pointers is very interesting. Do you know that pointers are called pointers because they point? Do you know setters are called setters because they set? And retrievers are called retrievers because they bring back tennis balls. That's right. So how come bulldogs don't bull? And do boxers box? And I'm not even... What do shih tzus do? So anyway, where was I? I was behind the shed, and there I was. The dogs are all pointing at me, and I got away from that, and she gave out to me and did all sorts of things, and I forgot about the whole thing. But by Jesus, can she worry? She worries about everything. She could worry for Ireland. She worries about drowning. She won't take a shower. She worries about flying. She worries about heights. We had to take the back step off the house. The children can't be up on that step. Jeez, they'd fall off it. She worries, you know what she worries about? Eating lettuce in Spain. Very quickly, just when I mention Spain, I have to tell you one quick story. The last year we were in Spain and we forgot a few things. And my wife said to me, she says, I want to go down to the shop and get a couple of things. I says, it's very hot. Can you get me something? So she got super glue for herself, for her fingernails, and cortisone for me. And when she brought the two of them back, I don't know, has anybody here ever been in Spain? But she was all written in Spanish. You know where I'm going here. All I can tell you is, cortisone will not stick fingernails, and if you put super glue on your balls, you're fucked. Every time I got an erection for the rest of the holiday, it looked like a giant pretzel. I came in my own pocket twice. This boy here is rushing me. So anyway, very quickly, she was worrying. She was actually worrying about me coming here. Very worried about me coming here. She says to me, she can't be going up there. It's very dangerous up there. Jesus, you could be mugged. You could be raped. You're looking at me again. Go on, you like it. She says, you could be raped. Anything could happen to you. I live 2 doors away. And then she said, so you see, that's why I'm doing this tonight, because I actually have to find a job where I can do the job, slip out, slip back in, pretend I'm getting groceries and do my job. I have to find a job that only takes 7 minutes. Can you think of any job that takes 7 minutes? I cracked it.
Blow job.
Perfect job that takes 7 minutes. I am going to be a male prostitute. You want me, don't you? I'm giving away my name. And you know the best part about it? 7 minutes is a long, long time for me. A hen, a doe, a tree. I could do 3 women in one shift. Thank you.